All right, let's go. We are going to talk about the difference of squares, which is going to make one situation of multiplying binomials so much easier. So pay attention to detail here. Okay, we are going to go over this challenge problem in class, but look at this. So we have what's called the difference of squares. So what do you notice about this? In this product, we've got x plus 3 times x minus 3. So let's just do that. Let's do that using the box method. And so I've got x plus 3 on top and x minus 3 on the bottom. It doesn't matter where you put those, right? So x times x is x squared. X times 3x, or x times 3, positive 3, it gives me 3x, I'm sorry. And then negative 3 times x gives me negative 3x. And negative 3 times positive 3 gives me negative 9. Okay? These right here are going to zero out. Right? If I add those together, I've got negative 3x plus 3x, that gives me 0. Okay, so what do I have left inside? I've got x squared minus 9. Okay, pretty cool. Let's see what happens if I've got a different one. What if I have a number in the front of my x squared term? So let's look at this one. Again, we'll use the box method because it's nice and easy. We've got 2x squared plus 3. We've got 2x squared minus 3. Okay, so I'm going to do my 2x squared to my 2x squared. 2 times 2 is 4. X squareds gives me 4x. 2 plus 2 is 4. 4x to the fourth. Okay? And then, let's see, my 2x squared times my 3 will give me 6x squared. And my negative 3 times my 2x will give me negative 6x squared. And my negative 3 times my 3 gives me 9 again. Okay? Well, look at that. Those add to 0 again. So again, they zero out. So what did you notice that is the same between this binomial, or this group of binomials, and the one in number 1? Think about that. I want you to answer the question. Let's write down our answer here. We've got 4x to the fourth minus 9. Fantastic. Okay, so that's pretty easy, right? To do it using the box method. Would you like an easier method? I always like easier methods, and I know you guys do. So here's a rule. The difference of squares, meaning if you have a, and they're the exact same number and variable, and to that you are adding, oops, I forgot to change colors. To that you are adding v and b, and this is a plus sign and this is a minus sign, or vice versa. It could be a minus sign and a plus sign. Is that true? Yes. They just have to be opposite signs. So if these are opposite signs, all those things have to be true. So if this is a plus and a plus, this rule does not work. Okay, if this is a minus and a minus, it does not work. If these are not exactly the same number and variable, does not work. And these have to be exactly the same number and variable if there happens to be a variable there. Okay, so it has to be exactly this pattern. If that is the case, my rule is I'm going to take this, I'm going to do a squared, and I'm going to subtract whatever b is and square that. That's my rule, always. This is always going to be a minus sign, And whatever my number and variable is going to be squared, and my number and variable is going to be squared, okay? So as long as all of these conditions are true on the left side, I can simply square my first term, square my second term, and put a minus sign in between. Okay, so let's look at some examples. You're going to try one on your own, of course. I would like you to, you're going to try the fourth one on your own because we only have 4 examples. So this is my A, and this is my A. And then I have my B and my B, okay? Are these opposite signs? They sure are. So I can do, my answer is going to be in, I want that to be blue again. My answer is going to be A squared minus B squared. Okay, so what does that mean? Well, I'm going to do 3n, and I'm going to square that. So this is my A, the whole thing. I'm going to square that. And then I'm going to have, and let's see what happens with that. So I distribute my 2n. So 3 squared is 9, and n squared is n squared. Okay, so now let's look at our B. So we have our minus sign, and we've got our B is 2 and 2 squared, okay, so minus 4. Now, I'm showing a lot of work here. If you, I'd like you to show work in your notes, obviously. I'd like you to show work if you need to. I'd like you to show this. But if you recognize that this is A and you can go right to here, I'm okay with that. Make sure you square both, the coefficient and the variable. And then if there's a coefficient and a variable in B, make sure you square both as well, okay? So that's my answer, 9 squared minus 4. Easy, right? Okay, I want you to try number 4. I'm not going to do that one. Here's your A, here's your B, here's your A, here's your B. Does it follow the pattern? Yes or no? Come with your answer done. We'll talk about that and the challenge problem at the front during class. God bless.